Greetings from Bermuda, this is BD Aligning and welcome to Wingspan, where tonight I'm going to be playing multiplayer with the usual suspects, iamkaity, Fatheed and GameFamiliar. So the beginning of the game, for anybody watching who is not familiar, I'm going to try and briefly run through an overview of the game and what is happening at the moment. So at the beginning of the game, everybody has to pick... Everybody gets offered a choice of 5 bird cards, and 5 of these resources down here, which are berries, fish, worms, mice, and wheat. That's probably not the proper names. And you've got to keep 5 of them. So you could keep 2 cards and 3 resources, or 1 card and 4 resources. And every player makes that decision individually. And you also choose from 2 possible goal cards, which will give you points at the end of the game, according to some secret criteria that you keep hidden from the other players throughout the game. Normally, in the tabletop version of this, everybody would be choosing these simultaneously. The digital version, for some reason, does it turn by turn. Each of us will choose the starting cards and resources and choose the objectives, and then it will pass on to the other person to choose. So it takes a little bit longer than it would normally. But while everybody else is choosing their stuff, let me try and explain. So over the course of the game, we will be playing bird cards from our hand into one of 3 different habitats. So there's the forest here, the meadows here, and the wetlands here. And at the end of the game, the person with the most points is the winner. And you get points from a variety of different things. So you get points from the birds that you have played into one of these habitats. And that is symbolized by the feather symbol, which you can see on these cards here. So this bird would be 5 points, 4 points for this one, 5 points for this one, if you had played them. This actually shows you what the cards look like. So each bird card can be played in one of the 3 environments. So a green diamond will indicate it can be played in the forest, a yellow diamond in the wetlands area, and what's the proper name for that habitat? I keep getting the yellow and the blue mixed up. The yellow area and the blue area, we'll just go with that. And then underneath that, it tells you what resources you need to play that card. So for the peregrine falcon here, we need 2 mice resources to play it. For the king rail, we need a fish, a worm, and 1 resource of any of the types, which is that circular multicolored wheel there. The game is played over 4 rounds. And each round consists of a number of turns. So the first round has 8 turns in it. And in each turn, we are choosing one of 4 actions to do. So either we can play a card from our hand into one of these habitats, or we can take the action associated with each habitat. So in the case of the forest, it lets us get resources, basically, from the bird feeder dice, which I'll explain that when we do it. In the yellow area, the wetlands area, what is it? Prairie? It's driving me nuts now. Grasslands. I think maybe that's it. Yeah. Okay. So the grasslands area is for laying eggs, and eggs go on bird cards. And every egg on a bird card is worth 1 point at the end of the game, although you can also use them to do other things as well, including playing cards. And then the wetlands area, you can activate that to draw bird cards. And the game actually says down here what the action is that you can do in each area. So to play a card from your hand, you have to play it in the leftmost column of whatever habitat you are playing it in. So initially, we play in this column here. We just have to pay the resource cost to play the card. Once we've got 1 bird in that habitat, the next bird along we have to play in this slot. And you can see that has an egg symbol above it. So in addition to the resources that we have to pay to play the bird card, we also have to pay 1 egg. The third slot along also has to pay 1 egg. The fourth and fifth slots, we have to pay 2 eggs to play a bird card in those. And if we keep playing bird cards beyond the 5th slot, I don't know, I can't remember what happens because you don't usually get that far.
Can you put a bird if there's no slots?
Maybe you can't actually. No, this just shows you what benefit you get if you have 5 birds, right? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 5 birds in 1 habitat is the limit. So at the end of the game, help me out. What do you get points for? You get points, 1 point for every egg on a bird card. You get points from the value of the bird cards themselves, the number next to the feather. You get points from completing your secret objective cards, which you'll see in a minute when I get to draw mine. You get 1 point for every cached resource on a card, which is a special ability that some birds have. You get 1 point for every card that is tucked behind a bird card, which again is a special ability that some bird cards have. And you also get points at the end of each round for completing certain objectives, and you can see these in the top right corner of the screen. So this one here is the objective for the end of round 1, for the end of round 2, for the end of round 3, and for the end of round 4. So at the end of round 1, bonus points will be awarded based on how many birds we have in the forest area. So whoever has the most will get 4 points, whoever has the second most will get 1 point, and everybody else gets nothing. In round 2, it's going to be how many birds we have in the grasslands area. So it works basically the same way, except now it's 5 points, 2 points, and 1 point for first, second, and third place. Round 3, it's the number of eggs we have laid on birds in the wetland region. And round 4, it's going to be the number of eggs we have laid on birds who have this type of nest. So now I'm getting to choose my my bird cards and my secret objective cards, which everybody else has just done. So this symbol here shows you the type of the nest that the bird lays. And I can't remember what they correspond to. I think this one is like birds that lay their eggs on the ground. This is one that's laid something else. It doesn't really matter. You just need to recognize the symbols. And so the final objective here gives points based on how many eggs on birds with this particular symbol. And that's worth the most. So 7 points for first place, 4 for second, and 3 for third. I think that's it. All those points are added up. Whoever has the most is the winner. So I can look at my 2 bonus cards here. So I'm going to mute myself now so everybody else can't hear what I'm saying. So I have a choice of one of these. So this one will give me 1 point for every bird that has at least 4 eggs laid on it. This one will give me points based on the number of birds that can only live in the forest area. So remember, that's this symbol up here. So you can see this Steller's J is a bird that can only live in the forest. If I have 3 to 4 of those, I get 4 points. If I have 5 of them, I get 8 points. And this here tells you how many cards have that property. So you can get an idea of how easy or difficult this is going to be to do. So you can flip between them. So like none of the starting bird cards that I have a choice of taking are ones that can only live in the forest area. So because of that, I think I'm probably going to go for this. Birds with at least 4 eggs laid on them. That's pretty tough. What that's going to mean I want to do is get lots of birds in the grasslands area so that I can, when I activate the grasslands area as my action, I will be getting more eggs. And you'll see the way that mechanic works as we play the game. So it probably means like I want to take birds that are fairly easy to play, that don't have too many resource requirements. That said, the first round also, I'm getting points based on the number of birds in this region, so I also need to bear that in mind as well. So this one looks like a good one, because it's cheap to play and it needs one resource and it can be either of those resources. And also when another player plays a forest bird, I gain 1 worm from the supply, so that's pretty good to get out early if I can. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that with that resource as well, so I'm going to be able to play it right away. We'll see how these when activated abilities work as well when we get going. So this is, yeah, I want eggs, so this actually helps me with that as well. Even though it helps the other players by giving them eggs, it will let me lay 1 additional egg. And eggs is what I need. To play that, I'm going to need that and that. So there we go, that's 5 things. 3 resources and 2 cards. Okay, done. Okay, so first turn of the first round. It's Fatheed, then it's going to be Kate, then GameFamiliar, and then me.
Okay, come on, let's shoot some birds.
Shoot some birds. So violent.
That's not what we do.
You can.
Sorry, wrong game.
I just took some food, and I got 2 food, and I don't know why.
I don't know. You took the forest action?
Yeah.
What 2 food did you get?
It looks like you only got 1 because only 1 dice is missing. Did you?
Yeah, but I had 0 and I took 1 dice and I got 2 food somehow.
Did you keep 5 cards at the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, weird.
I'm pretty sure I didn't. Who knows?
Well, the game is cheating for you then. So don't ask questions, just let it happen.
You did say there were shenanigans going on with the purchase of this game, Fatheed. I'm worried that you just hacked it.
So you said you kept all 5 of your cards because you have 4 food, right?
Yeah, I must have kept a fish then, but it was showing 0 before the game started. Unless I was just looking at, I might have just been. I think you know what it was. I think I was looking at somebody else, and then I've seen. Oh well, I cocked that up. I didn't need the fish that I took. Never mind.
Oh no!
Sure, it'll come in useful later. Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to start by playing this eastern kingbird in the forest area here. So I have to play. So this bird is a bird that can be played in any of the 3 habitats. I can choose to either pay a berry or a worm for it. I'm going to pay the berry. And now once between turns, whenever another player plays a forest bird, I gain 1 worm from the supply. Just FYI, everybody. So all the other players you can see each other's cards, what they've played, or rather what they played, not what's in their hand. So this is a way of viewing this kind of summary. This shows you like the 3 regions and the 5 columns. Sorry?
I don't want to give you food.
You don't want to give me food?
No, you take my plants away.
I don't take it from you, I take it from the supply.
No, I mean in Terraforming Mars.
Wrong game.
Is it my turn?
Mhm.
When you say you take it from the supply, is that just what's in the bird feeder?
Oh, yeah.
No,
No,
that
no.
is just.
You just get one for
I just get one.
Some,
Yeah.
yeah, some cards do take from the bird feeder. Like if you look at the one that I just played in the forest, it says specifically from the bird feeder on it. So supply is like not the bird feeder.
Yeah, so here, this little eye symbol here shows you whose play area that I'm looking at. So here I'm looking at Kate's play area in the forest area, and I can scroll down through the grasslands and the wetlands area to see what she's played, which is nothing yet, obviously. But I can, click this button here, and this will show me all three areas at the same time. So it kind of gives you an overview of what everybody's played, but it doesn't show you the special abilities of the birds. You've kind of got to click on this to see the special abilities. This is the trivia about the birds, which you don't need to worry about. So yeah, the game kind of, it gives you two ways of looking at the information, basically. Either this kind of pretty view where you can only see one habitat at a time, or the kind of the sort of the board game mat view where you can see all three habitats at the same time. And so yeah, while GameFamiliar is taking his turn, it's probably a good time to explain this. So, like I said, on your turn you can do one of four things. You can either play a card from your hand, or you can take one of the actions in one of the habitats. So, looking at my mat here, because I've played this bird here, if I took the forest action, this dice here means I take one dice from the bird feeder, which will give me a choice of one of these food resources, depending on what's in the bird feeder. And also this under here means I can optionally discard a card to take a second dice from the bird feeder to get me a second piece of food. Once you take an action, you then kind of go to the left, activating every bird to the left in that habitat. Okay, so somebody has done... Okay, so GameFamiliar played a bird in the forest area, so that triggered the ability of this bird here, and so I'm gaining one worm from the supply.
But there is no... Oh, from the supply, it's not from the bird feeder. Okay.
Not from the bird feeder, no, and not from you. It's just I just get it.
Not fair.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my turn now. So this is kind of showing you where the rankings are in terms of the end of round objectives. So currently, Kate, GameFamiliar, and myself are tied on one bird in the forest, and Fatheed doesn't yet have any birds in the forest. So... where am I going to get another forest bird from? Well, what I can do is go down here and take this action in the wetlands, which lets me draw a bird card. Because I don't have any birds, I'm just taking one card. And I can either choose one of the three face-up cards, or I can take a stab in the dark and take a face-down one from the deck, basically. I am gonna take this northern cardinal here, so I'm not saying anything that any of the other players couldn't work out here. So I'm gonna take this bird here because it's we can play it in the forest lands, and it's relatively cheap to play it, and it needs 2 resources to play. When we activate it going forward, we will gain 1 berry from the supply, so that's a good way of helping keep our food up without actually needing to take the food action. So I'll take that. And that's the end of my turn. So yeah, you can see that after I took that card from here, it was replaced by another card from the deck, but these 2 remain the same. At the end of the round, all of the bird cards that are face up here will be discarded, and 3 new ones will be drawn for the beginning of the next round. So now I'm kind of thinking about what I need to do to play this. So this would give me 2 cards in the forest. So I need several things now. I need...
Is there a hand limit on how many cards you can have? Does anybody know?
I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, to play this Northern Cardinal in the forest, I need a berry and a wheat. I have the wheat here. I don't have a berry yet. But because it's the second card in the forest that I'll be playing, I also need an egg to play it. But once we've played it, if we take the forest action to gain food from the bird feeder, we would get to take 2 dice from the bird feeder rather than just 1. So probably what I'm going to want to do next turn is take this gain food action, assuming that these dice are still here, because this will let me take one of the berries that I need to play this bird card here. And kind of looking ahead as well, I probably want to take that wheat, because that may help me play this Western Meadowlark as well. But it's Pablo's turn now, GameFamiliar's turn now, and if he may choose to gain food. It does tell you what the other players have done, but I think only at the end of the turn, once everybody has gone. So it can be a little tricky to kind of keep up with what other people are doing. But the game, to some extent, is kind of a... I mean, it's not really a solitaire game. There is interaction between players, obviously, with things like this. But you don't have to pay too much attention to what other people are doing on the boards if you don't want to. In mind as well, but I guess we can just kind of power through this towards the end of the game if we can get a lot of birds in the grasslands, and then towards the end of the game we will just keep taking the grasslands action, which gives us eggs. So if we could get, I mean, if we can get 4 birds in the grasslands, then whenever we take the grasslands action we will get 4 eggs that we can put on any birds. And that will help us with this, and also because eggs are points in their own right as well, that helps us with that.
Oh, maybe too.
What did you do, Kate?
I drew a bird card.
Bird card, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so it tells you what the other players have done when it's your turn to go, rather than when they do their thing, which I guess kind of makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to take some food. So I got 2 options here. I can either just take one of the berries that are available in the bird feeder dice, or because all of the face-up dice in the bird feeder are the same, I can choose to just re-roll them all. So if I don't like one of these, then yeah, I can re-roll them, try and get something better. As it happens, I do quite like that, so I will take that. I'd have to discard a card to get another one, which I don't really want to do, so I'm just going to take that one. And then that's it. This activates, but because this bird here doesn't have an ability that is when activated, it's a kind of pink ability. Nothing happens. This triggers between turns when this happens. which is true for all of the pink abilities. Most of the bird cards have a brown ability, which says when activated, so then when you do this action and you then jump down the line of birds, each one activates in turn. So yeah, I've now got the berry and the wheat icon that I need to play the Northern Cardinal.
That's a lot of worms.
In the forest. The only thing that I don't have, I still don't have an egg. So before I can play this, I am going to need to take the eggs action here. This will give me 2 eggs that I can lay on any 2 birds.
Gonna lay some eggs.
Which is what Kate's doing. These icons down
you
here.
can always lay eggs. Oh.
Yeah, when you go to the yellow area.
Right, yeah, but you weren't the one that rerolled the bird feeder, right? Or,
No.
Oh, okay. Is that yeah, Phil did it and I just got it delayed.
I didn't re-roll, so Fatheed must have re-rolled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these icons down here show you how many eggs can be laid on that particular bird.
I guess.
So yeah, I can go here, take this action here to lay 2 eggs, and both of them can go on this bird. And that will then give me 2 eggs that are available for use for playing cards. So the turn after that, I'll be able to use one of those and the 2 resources here to play this Northern Cardinal in the forest.
So you can move your bird back up to the forest.
No, I'm going to get cards.
Okay.
Okay,
Use
so
them as resources, essentially.
Yep.
okay, that was Pablo's turn.
Yeah, it took me a little while to figure out what this bird did.
The one that moves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it moved, but just the implication of what it means.
Right.
Wait. Oh, click on birds. Whoops, I nearly skipped that. So yeah, I'm laying eggs, so I can lay 2 eggs because these 2 here, I don't have any birds in the wetlands at the moment, in the
I'll be right back.
grasslands at the moment. So I click on here, lay 2 eggs here, so he's now full up. We can't put any more eggs on that bird card. So we can click on here, yeah, to see where everybody is in the rankings. So yeah, me and Kate both have 1 bird in the forest, and GameFamiliar and Fatheed have none. Yeah, GameFamiliar, he had 1, but if we jump to this, it's easier to see. You can see everything at once. So his bird has this ability, so when activated, if this bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. So this was in the forest, I think. And then GameFamiliar took the forest action to get some food from the bird feeder, which activated that bird and then meant he had to move the bird from the forest to another habitat. That might seem like a bad thing because he's now reduced his score in the forest towards the first objective, but actually it's a pretty good thing because it means he can now take this action and he can get the extra benefits So he could potentially draw 2 cards if he wants to discard an egg as well. So our plan is still the same. When it comes back to our turn, we're going to spend one of the eggs on here. We're going to pay the berry and the wheat to play the Northern Cardinal on here, which will give us 2 birds in the forest area and put us in a reasonable position for this first objective. Okay, played that, so we gained a worm from the supply. Which is just confirming here. Okay, so Northern Cardinal in the forest. Pay a berry and a wheat. And an egg from here because it's in the second column across. Unlocked the Bird in the Hand achievement. Have 1 bird in your hand and 2 in your forest at the end of your turn.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I was looking through the achievements last night. There's actually some pretty funny ones. And now also, whenever we take the food action in the forest, we will gain 1. So not only do we gain 2 dice from the bird feeder, but because of the Northern Cardinal, we will gain 1 berry from the supply, which is really pretty nice. So a quick look at where everybody else is. So me and Kate are tied, 2 birds in the forest. We've only got 3 turns left in this round. My remaining card is not a card that I can play in the forest. That little yellow icon just below my cursor indicates we can only play it in the grasslands. So we would have to get a card from here. None of the visible cards can be played in the forest. This is wetlands, and again grasslands and grasslands. So we would have to draw a face down card and hope we get lucky. That will be 1 turn. It's possible. If we get lucky, we then need the food to be able to play it. We only have 3 worms, which is probably not going to be enough, but we will have an extra turn in hand, so we could take again food action. We only need 1 egg to play in the 3rd column, and we've got an egg already. So it's probably worth us doing that. This is kind of why it's good to get birds in as many different habitats as you can early on, because it increases the power of the action of that habitat. So initially here, we can just draw 1 card, whereas if we had 2 birds in this habitat and we took this action, we could draw 2 cards instead, or even 3 if we can get all the way over here. I don't know, maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe Pablo will take one of these cards for some other reason. I mean, it does pay not just to focus on the immediate objective, but also what's coming up, and also obviously your goal card as well. This is a nice cheap card. I mean, this would actually be a really good card to draw because it's very cheap to play. It only needs 1 wheat, and it goes into the grasslands. And also has this ability, when activated, lay 1 egg on this bird. Pebble plate and then bird, okay. Excuse me. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like, do I do this now, or do I start setting myself up for next turn? But also, you know, bearing in mind this, again, we want as many birds in this region as we can, so that whenever we're taking the egg action, we're getting as many eggs as possible. So we could just stick where we are and hope Kate doesn't get another bird in the woodland, in which case we'll then share the points between us. I think I'll probably do that, because it seems worth getting this because it's so cheap, and this is actually a pretty good ability. Although it doesn't help with either of these. See, this is a good bird card to choose because it's got this type of nest and it's a wet bird. And so if we can get eggs on this, we're helping towards both of these objectives. I mean, there's so many different ways you can go. It's also not worth any points at the end of the game. But that's okay, I'm not really getting this for its points. We took this, there's no guarantee that we'll get a woodland bird anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to take that. We've got 2 more turns left. So we will do the food. Although we would like to see... We'd like to see wheat in the bird feeder, really. Hopefully the others will take some food this turn. Or at least get us to a point where all of these are showing the same symbol. Maybe somebody will leave the 2 mice or the 2 worms, and then we can re-roll them all. Actually, yeah, because if that doesn't happen... There is one thing that I always forget. See, one thing worth bearing in mind, I don't know if you kind of picked it up from the tutorial, but you can always use 2 food of any type as 1 food of any other type.
Yes.
And I always forget that.
Yeah.
Someone took my bird.
Would that be me?
Was it a quail, I think?
Yes.
I also wanted the quail.
You did. Sucks being you.
Okay, well, that changes things.
Now I'm very happy that I took the quail. I didn't realise that... I mean, obviously it's good for the next round. But yeah, because it helps me with this as well. It's kind of extra good for me as well. So it's nice to hear that that's what they were going to pick. If there's no wheat in the bird feeder though, when it's my turn, I don't know what I do. There's not much point taking... Oh, okay. Well, that helps because I could take the berries and I could then re-roll. Although we don't really need berries because of this when activated ability. Which gives us berries for free anyway. But it might still be worth doing it. I mean, there's a pretty good chance we'll get a wheat on the reroll. GameFamiliar may even take food this turn anyway. What is his food? Oh, yeah, he's got no food. So he may take food this turn anyway. He did. Brilliant. Perfect. You played right into my hands. This is ideal for us. We got this. We can get 2 of this, and we can play both of these cards. Not right away, but we'll be able to do 1 this turn. So 1 this round, and then 1 at the start of the next round as well. So Fatheed laid eggs, Kate gained food, GameFamiliar also gained food, which we saw. He took the 2 dice, or the dice that gives us an option of what we take, but that's fine, because we just want those 2. Gain that from the supply because of the activated ability of this. And we are in a good position. Oops. Sorry. Not sorry.
That was fast.
Where did my wheat go?
I mean, we need that for beer, man. Yeah. I'm liking the game.
You liking it?
Yeah.
Have you played this before?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I really like this game. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And this is a really good adaptation as well, I think. Hey, Lullaby, how you doing? Good to see you. How's it going? I've been thinking about you actually, about trying to get together to play Gunfire Reborn again. We have a Discord server now, so if you are interested, if you're still interested in doing some Gunfire Reborn sometime, hop into the server and yeah, let us know in there. When would be good for you, and we can try and set that up. So that's the URL of the server. This is a this is not a bird deck builder, no. So this is an adaptation of a board game. Where we are basically playing birds down in one of 3 different habitats. So the forest here, the grasslands here, the wetlands here, and trying to get points in a variety of ways, in typical board game fashion. And then at the end of the game, whoever has the most points is the winner.
So if you took cards, you can get you get points, right?
Yeah, each tucked card or resource, cached resource, is a point.
Yeah, let me know if you want to. Sorry, yes. So you hear voices. Yeah, I'm playing this multiplayer with Fatheed, iamkaity, and GameFamiliar. Okay, so my final turn. I get the nomenclature mixed up. It's turns in the round. Final turn in the round.
This is a final turn?
Final turn in the first round, yeah. So yeah, the little cube above your resources shows you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought, okay, yes, I see them. It's like 2 birds, 3 beads, 1 laying eggs, and 2 cards. Okay. No.
Okay, so Kate snuck in there with another forest bird. Okay, so we are gonna go
Do you have another one?
grasslands. I do not. No. So instead, we will play the scaled quail in the grasslands for 1 wheat and no eggs because it's the leftmost thing. Okay, end of round 1. So Kate had 3 birds in the grassland. I had 2, so Kate gets 4 points and I get 1. And GameFamiliar and Fatheed get 0. On to round 2, where we're going to be scoring 5 points, 2 points, and 1 point based on the number of birds we have in the grasslands area, the yellow area. This is not an action game, no. This is an adaptation of a board game, the board game Wingspan, which is a super popular board game. When did it come out? I want to say like 2019, maybe? Yeah, this is an adaptation of that. It's a really good adaptation, actually. Hey, Snow Prism. How you doing? Nice of you to stop by. How's your day been? I'm not sure if the others are monitoring the chat, so...
Should we be?
As long as you don't listen to me giving away all my secrets. you could look at chat.
Okay.
Snow
I
Prisoners.
hadn't been.
Okay.
But if it's okay, then.
Yeah, chat's... I suppose chat could be giving me tips, but chat are not currently giving me tips, so... Are there action board games where you run around the table and stuff? Not that I know of. You're tipsy. Okay. Join the club. Just woke up to a beautiful morning. You're in Malaysia, right, Snow Prism? Is that right? You've heard of Wingspan so many times, but you don't have friends or family to play with? Oh, well. If you're interested, then yeah. Time zone could be a challenge, I guess, although you're here now, so maybe not. But yeah, the Steam version of Wingspan is really good. We have a Discord server, so if you are interested, feel free to join that. And we do try and set up multiplayer sessions like this on a reasonably regular basis now. So the last 2 weeks we've done Terraforming Mars. Yeah, Saturday nights seem to become kind of a sort of unofficial board game night. So yeah, if it works, by all means. We currently have 4 players. Well, does Wingspan go to 5? I think it goes to 5, Wingspan.
I can't remember.
I think it might. But even if one particular run we're full up, there may be another where we're not. So yeah, very, very happy to have you any time if you want to join in. Okay, my turn.
I realized that being on the stream, I can see your secret card, but I'm just like, I promise, I'm not looking at it.
You have to look at chat, and you have to stick a piece of paper over the rest of the screen so you
I'll
can't see.
I'll find a post-it.
I mean, there's not really that much you can do. I mean, there's not a lot of...
No.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier, but there's not really a lot you can do in this game to stop other people doing stuff. I mean, you can take cards from the face-up bird cards that you think they may want.
Yeah.
based on our objectives. But even then, it's kind of a bit of a shot in the dark because you don't know when they're gonna. Other players are gonna go for particular things. Okay, so let me. I have muted myself to everybody else now. So this round we are looking for birds in the grasslands area. So I've currently got one. This can be played in the grasslands area as well because of the yellow icon in the top right corner. I have a worm. I have that. And I have an egg that I need to play it as well. So I think I'm going to play this right now. So we pay our 2 food. We spend the egg from this card here. And then that goes in there. And then on to Fatheed. I don't think this... I don't think this is a complex game particularly. Yeah, I agree with Kate. I think like a lot of board games, right, they can seem quite intimidating when you don't know them and you're not familiar with the rules. But yeah, once you've played like 1 or 2 games, it's really not too bad. And I would definitely put this in that category. I mean, there's only 4 things that you can do on your turn. I don't know, do you disagree?
And you can... So you'll get better at the game and you can develop strategies, but you can play the game just fine right away, right? Like... Yeah,
it doesn't take long to kind of pick up the rules. I mean, yeah, Fatheed and GameFamiliar, I mean, this is like the first... Well, not the first time you've played, but... You've only just started playing, right? You just picked this up for tonight's session. So, I mean, how did you find it as a learning experience and getting into it?
It was alright.
Yeah. It's... I mean, the rules are simple. It is a game where efficiency matters, so I'm just realizing that I messed up with a few turns. That's expected, right?
I think that's part of playing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's constantly like choosing something and then immediately realizing the thing you should have actually done.
Okay, so back to our turns. So yeah, when it's your turn, it summarizes what the other players have done. So I need a plan now. So currently I have the most birds in the grasslands area, but that may not stay the case for long. I have no more birds in my hand, so I probably want to get some birds. This is tricky because like the first 3 objectives are all about things in different habitats of the game. So you can't really synergize between them. The final objective is one that we could kind of try and do at the same time. We got this bird here that's visible that we could play in this area. And actually I've got all of the resources for it as well, which is pretty nice. It doesn't have a when activated ability, it has a when played ability. So lay 1 egg on each of your birds with that symbol nest, which is I think a tree nest. Do I have any? No, I have none. So I get no benefit from this. All it really gives me is another one in the grasslands. It's expensive to play. It's 4 points at the end of the game, which is not that much. This isn't great. I could take a face down card, but then that could be garbage. So, given I am trying to build up my egg production for this gold card here, I think I will take this action. So I get to draw 1 card. I will do that one. And that is my turn. Hatterful Boyfriend. Yeah, I've heard of Hatterful Boyfriend. I've never played it. The expansion still hasn't come out for this yet. I think it's due out this month. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with all players needing it. Yeah, I know in Terraforming Mars, only the player who starts the game needs the expansion, but yeah, this it may not be the same for this game. So this would have been a better bird. It's cheaper. When played, play another bird into the same habitat, pay its normal cost. Oh, the other problem we've got now though is we're out of eggs. So we actually can't play any more birds in this, in the forest region, because we need to pay an egg in addition to the resource cost. Sorry, this is the grasslands region. Forest region, grasslands region. The only area we could play in is the wetlands. We don't have a bird that can be played in the wetlands. And we don't particularly want to get either of these two because they need a lot of resources. So this one needs a mouse, a fish, and something else. This needs a mouse, a worm, and a fish to play. I mean, they are a lot of points. They're both of the right nest type for the final objective. This also lets us draw 2 new bonus cards, which are these things. And keep 1, which is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, these are good cards, they're just expensive. How much have you had to drink, Lollipop?
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Who was that? Who just played that? It's not actually come up in chat. Half a bottle. Steam version is 3 times cheaper than the cheapest price for the physical tabletop version. I mean, it all depends where the people that you play it with are, right?
Yeah, this one you don't have to mess around with a bunch of little baggies and taking things out of the box and putting it away. Although that is part of like the charm of playing a board game, but
I'm building the bird feeder.
right.
The only bit that bothers me is I've got games like, was it Dead of Winter, where I had to go out and buy extra stuff to organise everything in the box, otherwise it was just a mess.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same with, what have I got the organisers for? Twilight Imperium and the Lord of the Rings card game.
Yeah, Twilight Imperium is a mess without a insert. Well, yeah.
Yeah, what do you use? Do you have an insert?
So the box comes with an insert, but
Well,
when you just use that, there's still a bunch of random baggies. So I have the folded space insert. It's like a foam core thing that you put together yourself. And
okay.
it's little foam boxes for each faction and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got the broken token one.
Oh, see, that's wooden, right?
Yeah.
I just thought it would be so heavy.
Yeah, but the box is kind of heavy anyway, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't really notice the additional weight.
Yeah. And I
think
do end up like taking my game places. Like
Right.
I travel with it a lot.
Right.
So it matters how heavy it is.
It's lighter than Gloomhaven, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Gloomhaven's the other one that I've got the broken token for. Yeah, that really does turn an already heavy game into a monster.
Gloomhaven is another one that's good to play digitally because setting up and tearing down is
Yeah, oh
so
god,
tedious.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the digital version that hit 1.0 last year is really good as well. And the tabletop simulator.
Oh,
mod.
I haven't played the tabletop simulator, but
Yeah,
I
really?
played the other one.
You played the digital one? Yeah.
Yes, I mean, just to know how it worked.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I still haven't found a group to play because the guys I used to play here, they stopped. I used to play
Okay.
the physical board game.
Okay.
Also, who took food last round?
Not me.
I did.
I hate you.
You changed during the last 3 weeks. I got tired of the slow card games and remembered the good old action times when you were younger and started with Gunfire Reborn.
Oh my
you
god, I have
spontaneously
this
bought-
owl that's trying to roll mice and it is never rolling mice. It's really frustrating.
Spontaneously bought Dead Cells and Hades, a couple of other roguelike action games. Now you can call you Action Lolly. Dead Cells and Hades are really good games. I went back to Dead Cells a couple of weeks ago actually, and played a little bit more of it again. I really like that game. And Hades as well is fantastic. There can be room for both, Lullibut. You don't have to pick one or the other. Just play everything. Snow Prism, you definitely love the physical version more, but with no one to play with. It's yeah. Well, yeah, definitely hop in the Discord and join us next time for sure.
Oh, with a nest. Oh. Do I have it? Where with a nest? Yeah.
I didn't have one.
It's not clear to me that because it's asking me that I can't click on any of the birds.
Yeah. It has to have a specific kind of nest, right?
Yeah. Is there a nest that is like the? Then... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't have one. Sorry. Ooh.
Yeah, Snow Prism. After watching you do play Sky the other day, I had a look at getting my Switch set up to stream it. Seems like there used to be a way where you could plug your Switch into your Xbox and then the Xbox to the PC, and then use the Xbox as a capture card. So I faffed around trying to get all that set up, and then it turns out that doesn't work anymore. So I was momentarily excited there, but alas, it didn't work. So given I don't play a lot of other stuff on the Switch, I think I'm probably going to wait for Sky to come out on PC whenever it eventually does. I suppose I could play it and not stream it, but that just seems weird to me these days. Like I feel like I should stream everything that I play. So. Okay, what were we doing? We were doing this. Spend an egg. Okay, so when played, lay one egg on each of your birds with a tree nest, and I have none, unless it will let me count this. Which it seems like it won't. Oh, what it does. Okay, it gives me that one for free. Yeah, it's not so much the cost, really. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I'm going to get a capture card, I kind of want to get a good one. But it's not really so much the cost as just kind of, even like a cheap one. It's like if I'm only going to use it for one game, maybe doesn't. I don't know. I may change my mind on it. I kind of heard a lot of good things about Metro Dread as well, which I'd be interested to play, but realistically, there are so many games that I'd be interested to play. So I think I'm probably going to end up waiting, but you did prompt me to look into it, though. It's a pity the Switch is not just as powerful as the other consoles and you can't just stream directly from it. Okay, what's our plan when it's our next turn? We've got 3 more turns in this round. We must be leading here. Only just GameFamiliar's got 2. I mean, obviously we are out of cards in our hand now, so we have to go down here to get more. The Fish Crow is actually not a bad one to get. It's quite cheap to play. 6 points at the end of the game. And it's the right nest type for the final objective. See, ideally I don't want to play it in this region. Well, no, I guess I do actually, because of the eggs. I do want to get up to 4 eggs. But I would also like to play some birds in this wetlands region so I can start drawing more than 1 card whenever I take this action. This does feel playable though, so I am going to grab this because it helps for this. I don't think I have any other birds with this nest type. It gives me the option as well. I can pivot. I can either play it in this region or I can hang on to it and play it in the wetlands region for the objective next go as well. So yeah, it just seems a decent card to grab. This is actually our first time playing Wingspan together. So we've been playing games together the last few Saturday evenings. So we've played Terraforming Mars was it the last 2 weeks? We've certainly done 2. And then me, GameFamiliar, and Fatheed have done a few runs of Across the Obelisk together as well. So yeah, actually in recent kind of weeks we've been doing more multiplayer stuff together, which is fun. Yes, Lullaby. I've had a warm snow. I saw Retromation. He's got a series on that at the moment, right? Look, yeah, it looked interesting. Yeah, I think I've decided I'm not going to pick it up because I wasn't too sure about how repetitive it would be. Getting all the way to the boss, yeah, it's true. It is like Hades. It just seemed like his first few runs, he got to the boss and then the boss just killed him. And then he had to kind of run through all the beginning area stuff again. And yeah, I don't know. It didn't quite grab me. It looked pretty cool. Have you played it yourself? Progression is slower than Hades? Okay. I say this all the time. So many games. So many games. So many games. Never enough time. Okay, 2 turns left in this round. How are we doing? Oh, okay, GameFamiliar. It looks like GameFamiliar's. You probably had that bird that moves. So Kate is now catching us up. I don't know, do we try and stay ahead? I suppose. Well, we don't have the food. So we would need to get the food. Which is a problem. I didn't look at this. We need a fish for the fish grow. And then one of anything else, and there is no fish in the bird feeder. Okay, that was poorly played. We could take a card. Hope we hit on a card that we can play with our current resources, which doesn't seem very likely. Could grab one of these. Start looking ahead to the final 2 rounds and lots of points. Oops. Still needs fishes. But we may be able to get those next round. Or we can just take a lucky dip. I hope we get lucky. I guess we do that. We don't really have anything better to do. Well, it's actually a bird we can play next turn. Because we've got the worm. Activate again a worm from the supply, so then whenever we took food we would gain 2 food plus a worm plus berries from the supply, which is pretty nice. The only thing is it doesn't help towards any of our objectives. It's in the wrong region. For the next 2 end of round objectives, it's the wrong nest type for the final objective, and it actually, this is a good point. Birds with at least 4 eggs laid on them, so we need birds that have space for 4 eggs. This doesn't even have that. So, not the best card.
So I've had a plan all round, and people kept stealing the food. So my plan hasn't worked.
I thought you were about to say, but now I'm in a position to put my plan into action.
Did you have a plan B?
No, I do now, but I didn't. It was one of those where I've got one of those cards that when you play another bird into the same habitat, okay, it's normal cost, but I've never been able to get the cost for the second bird.
Yeah, that's hard.
Otherwise, I would be level with you guys. That was my whole plan, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, I mean, I seem to be always one turn behind. Like, I don't know if I'm doing okay for the first game or not. I have no idea. I think I took a. Yeah, it's weird.
Is there a limit on how many cards you can have in your hand?
He asked this earlier.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna find out.
I think maybe no, right? Because a lot of this mechanisms have to do with drawing cards, so I feel like I would know if there was a limit.
Yeah, probably
It
not.
it didn't say anything about a limit in like the tutorial or anything.
I don't know whether this is worth playing or not. I'm going to pay an egg to play it, but it will increase the food that I get. I guess it's worth it. Ugh. I mean, I suppose well, maybe not. Maybe I take the food now. I can take this, and then that will let me re-roll these two. We hope for a fish, which will let me play this next turn in the next round, which will help towards this objective. So, I guess we'll do that. So we'll take that one, then we can reroll those. That lets us grab the fish. We are good. And then we activate this, so we get that as well. So I got us some resources, which is good. The waiting is almost over. In 2 days, Lost Ark will be released. And you're sure you'll get totally addicted to the game. Even the video was ridiculously awesome. Start a pack to buy. Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that before, Lollipop.
Oh, I got some points.
End of the round. Well done. So I'm already starting behind on the next objective.
Stellar's Day. Nationalist York Stellar saw this turn on a Russian expedition to Africa, 1730.
Okay, I am still gaining worms from that ability, which is nice. Well, I've got more than I can use. Alright. We need... Okay, we can play this right away, so let's get this going. So we can use any resource plus the fish. We will use the worms because we've got the most of them and we've got a reliable supply of them as well. So that's our turn. What is our plan? I forgot to actually look at whether the birds have spaces for 4 eggs on them. They all do, which is fortunate. This one does. Usually I like points from the bonus cards. 4 or 5 is like the minimum if you can do it, and then often they'll have like tiered objectives and then you'll kind of jump up to 7. So if you can get at least 4 birds, that will be okay. Maybe we can push it a little bit higher. Oh, is it only available on Amazon, Lullabot? Fish crow discards others' eggs. Yeah, but it's quite good because it gives you a way of getting food. Because like often you can have more eggs than you need right away, and be short of food. And because you're getting it from the supply, it doesn't have to be in the bird feeder, so you can just gain whatever resource you like. So that would have been really good for getting the fish that we needed, for example, earlier on. But what we really want now, ideally, is wetland birds with this nest type. There's none here. We'd have to take a face down one. Still don't know whether it's worth playing this. I'm not sure that it really is. Because this when activated ability is not super useful because of this. You know, we've got plenty of the worms. Fish crows do eat other birds' eggs in real life. Nice. That's pretty cool. It's good when the mechanics are kind of tied into the real life thing as well. So I guess. Well, so now when we go here, we can draw one card and we can discard an egg to take a second card. It might be worth us doing that, I think. We have plenty of eggs, and we are short of cards. So... I think we maybe give that a go. Fine. This time. Give me something good. Perfect. Actually, it's exactly what we wanted. We will take another one though, so I don't think it matters which bird we use the egg on at the moment, so do that. Another face down. That's fairly terrible. So now we're activating the birds in the wetlands area, so this is where we get to discard one egg from any other bird to gain a food from the supply. You know, I kind of want to do that to get a fish. Do we have any fish in the bird feeder? No fish in the bird feeder either. So yes, let's discard an egg from here. And then we'll take a fish from the supply. So yeah, that ability was actually really pretty useful. But we are going to need a second fish before we can play this. I don't think we're going to do very well on this objective. Oh god, Kate's already got 3? Really? Kate, you've got 3 birds in the wetland already?
3 eggs.
Oh, it's eggs in wetland.
Mm-hmm.
Kate, you've already got 3 eggs in the wetland already?
Yes.
Eggs makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 2 free egg spots. So, still not that great.
Yeah, my song sparrow has a 5 egg capacity down there, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
But I can't activate that area without it moving and flying away to a different spot, so.
Ah, right, okay. You should do that though. I mean, you definitely need more cards.
Yeah.
Yes, the prism. The bird cards have all got like trivia.
With the bird feeder, if I click to gain food and I take one of them, can I then roll?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, no prism. All the cards have got trivia on them as well. Normally, when you can set it up so that when you play the card,
Or should I just get a bunch of eggs?
it will read the trivia. But I got that turned off. But you can see it on here as well. So here you go. So the trivia for the for that one. These birds may eat more fish than other crows, but they're actually omnivores. Quail chicks can get up and follow their parents as soon as they hatch. It's pretty cool. It's easy to see on the physical version because it's all kind of right there, obviously. But yeah, it's nice. Learning to beat the end boss in a computer game is also educational.
Oh, but then my owl only gets to roll 1 die. Anyways, it never rolls nice, so it's fine. Okay.
That's okay, Lola, but you don't have to justify everything as being educational. That's fine. Entertainment value is good as well.
Is there no ability in this game to wipe the face-up cards and replace them? Or do you just have to draw from the deck if you don't like what you see?
I thought that there was.
Does it just reset every round?
It does reset every round, yeah.
That might be...
Yeah, it resets. So
Yeah, maybe you can't choose to do that. Oh, so here's the thing that I always forget, is that you can use 2 resources of any type as 1 resource of any other type. So I can actually play this card now. Because I can use a fish and then I can use any other 2 resources as the other fish. So we will do that. So we need 1 fish. It's chosen these for us. I think I'm going to change... Oh, I can't do 2 the same type. Can I? Yes, I can. Yeah, okay, that works. So because these are the easiest to get, I'm going to use 2 of those as a fish. Then we can play that. We have to spend an egg because it's in the second column along. Doesn't really matter which one we do. That's our turn. Fair enough. I am on mute. Okay. I mean, I guess we can lay some eggs.
Okay.
Could lay 4 eggs, I put them all on these 2. Actually, any of these help? No. I mean, I could discard that berry for the extra egg, given I get it when I activate this. Although I've not actually been activating food that often. Yes, that's right. Once the bird is there, it can't be moved. Unless it has an ability. So, yeah, Kate's has 1. I think GameFamiliar has 1 as well. If this bird is to the right of all of the birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. So if Kate takes the draw cards action now, that then activates this bird, and so then the bird has to move from this habitat to somewhere else. Which is what she was saying earlier. She doesn't want to do that because the scoring criteria for this round is number of eggs on birds in the wetland, and so if this flies somewhere else, she'll be down to 0. But yeah, apart from that, there is no other way to move birds around. Would I be a loner or seek the company of other people in the apocalypse? I would probably seek the company of other people. I'm not practical enough to build the Molotov cocktails and that I would need to survive and do all the other things I would need to survive. Hey Tilu. Other people as well. Yeah, I think it'd be a bit depressing as well if you're kind of on your own in a zombie apocalypse. Imagine if you have apex predatory birds in Wingspan, having hawks and eagles to remove your own bird for a big reward. There are the predatory birds. I don't have any. Do any of the others have any? And there is a mechanic that goes with that. Where are we? Somebody must have one. Peregrine falcon. If we go back here. No. Well, yes. Okay, it's gone. Because it's back to my turn. Okay, Fight gained food, Kate gained food, everybody gained food. Yeah, just quickly hopping back to Kate's cards. So, yeah, these abilities here with kind of skull and crossbones are on the kind of predatory birds. And so the abilities are kind of related to that. So in this case, like when it's activated, look at a card from the deck. If its wingspan is less than 100 centimeters, tuck it behind this bird. So tucked cards are worth 1 point at the end of the game. If not, discard it. And so that kind of simulates that bird killing the other bird, I guess, which is kind of cool. Again, you know, you've got a mechanic that sort of ties into the theme, which is nice. What was my plan? My plan was to lay some eggs. Well, we've got 3 turns left. What birds are available? Common loon has become available. That only has 1 egg spot. It's the wrong nest type for the final objective. So it's not great for me. How is everybody else looking, actually? Oh my god. GameFamiliar has a ton of birds, or a ton of egg spaces. So does Fatheed. Okay, it doesn't. I feel like I'm probably going to come last in this anyway. I wonder if I should even try. Whether I'm better kind of planning ahead for the last round. I mean, having eggs is never bad. I suppose what I want to do is play another... Oh god, play another bird in this region, and I don't have any. Could get this, but that's expensive. I don't have the resources. We could take cards. I mean, we've still got time to put eggs on these cards. I think we take cards. And yeah, none of these are really great, so we will draw. That's terrible. That's alright. Okay, activating the Anhinga ability. So 2 dice outside the bird feeder, so we want to roll them and try and get fish. Nope. Discard an egg to gain a resource. That is tempting. As a way of getting a worm. I guess I'm gonna do that. If we can play this... actually, I'm not sure it's gonna help us. I don't think we've got enough turns before the end of the round. I was thinking like maybe we could play this in the wetland, which would give us another 2 egg slots. But we will then only have 1 action after that. Anyway, and the most eggs we can get from here is 4. Oh wait, but then we get this ability. So we can lay 2 eggs on a bird with that type, and that bird is a bird with a nest of that type. That would be really good. But I am reliant on somebody doing something that will trigger this to gain me another... Oh no, I'm not, because I can use these 2 resources as a worm. Okay, maybe that's worth doing. Right, everybody's going to go for eggs in the final few turns though, so I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. So my team just in place.
Makes me laugh all you guys typing in chat when you've got... you can just speak.
Yeah, but you're muted. We can't hear what you're saying.
I'm just kind of explaining how I'm thinking. So feel free to talk. That's okay. I just stop talking whenever you start. So.
All right. Yeah, I didn't want to like start talking while you were saying something and then have.
That's cool. Why do birds suddenly appear every time? That's Carpenter's, right? I'm old enough to know that song. Showing my age. Is it? It's not birds though, is it? What's the? Why do? Is it birds?
I think it is birds.
Is it birds? Small birds have the flock icon and predators have the skull icon. Okay. I haven't noticed that flock icon. I don't think any... Yeah, oh yeah, okay, there it is.
Right, that makes sense. I don't have any of those kinds of birds.
I just like the idea when you have, like, tuck a card from your hand behind this bird, and then I've got a horned lark with a 30-centimeter wingspan, and I can just tuck an eagle in behind them, you know?
Almost as old as you are, Tilo. When was it? It was 70s, I think, wasn't it? I guess that... Was it 70s? Was it 60s? 72? Oh god, that's the year I was born. So I guess that is exactly as old as I am. Okay, back on mute. What are we doing? The plan was this, right? In here. 2 turns left. 2 turns left in this round. So yep, let's do that. Click on the bird from any habitats to spend an egg. Okay, so I've got to spend an egg. That's okay. That's us done. So the final turn of the round, we're going to lay eggs, and I think we can then end up with 6 eggs on our birds in the wetland. Which would beat Kate if she doesn't get any more, but I'm surprised the others don't have more. Okay, can't get any more. Okay, maybe we're in with a chance. But surely Fatheed and GameFamiliar are going to start getting eggs now. I don't know, we'll see. Your 1970 lullaby. People born in the 80s. That means you missed out on the 80s.
Only half of them.
Only most of them.
All that great music.
Luckily, the music stayed around and we could just listen to it, so.
This is true. Oh, the song's from 1970, is it? Tila was born in 69, so you wait.
Problem I have is sometimes I've been playing games like Metal Gear Solid 5. So when Tiddy, which watches us play, she makes us play songs that are in the game, like Kids in America and stuff.
Ah, classics. Classic. We're the kids in America. Whoa!
Just send you a message on Discord, by the way, Phil. I found it. I saw a game on Steam, and I sent it to your son as well. It just looks like it's absolutely chaotic.
Are you trying to get my son to buy more games? Are you like a crack dealer or something? Oh god, air traffic. Oh yeah, don't show him that.
Like it just, I've already sent it to him. Like,
You already sent it to him?
if you watch the video, it just looks. I think it's sped up, but like it still looks relatively.
Oh my god. Oh, he'll love that.
Crazy. I thought he would.
Anything airplane related. There's only one penguin card in Wingspan. I'm surprised there's one penguin card in Wingspan. Really?
Maybe there's more in the expansion, I don't know.
I don't remember ever seeing it. Okay, what's the egg situation? Oh god, everybody's suddenly got a load. 6, 6, and 5. Oh no. My cunning plan has failed. Because now I don't have an extra resource. I used 2 for 1 last turn.
I get it. Extra resource.
That was definitely intentional, yeah. Oh no. Is it even worth doing this then? I think I could split 2 points with Kate.
I think she's getting eggs anyway.
Well,
I have 5.
yeah, getting eggs anyway is not a bad thing to do, right? So yeah, okay.
I don't think Kate
You
can
can't.
get
You
me
can't.
Oh,
You
she
can't get
can
5,
because-
can you?
because it's
I
far away
certainly
from
can.
Oh.
I think I can anyway.
Wow.
If I do this right. Oh, actually, I'm probably gonna help you though. Oh well, I don't know.
I'm
You
full up.
guys,
I can't
you're
take
full
any
up.
eggs.
Okay, I may help the other two, but whatever. I'm a kind, generous person.
I mean, it's only me that you're going to be helping because
I've got
Really
to.
has already taken his turn.
No, I got to lay them on 2 different birds with a ground-laying nest. I can't lay them both on the same thing. Okay, that was an utter failure. Still in last place. I can't even steal 1 point from Kate. Only grandpas and grandmas here. Yeah, I was joking the other day saying that I was the oldest person on Twitch, and then yeah, somebody watching my Journey stream the other night, which wasn't Snow Prism, it was Ted Karasumo, right? Told me about this lady in the US who streams Journey. She streams other stuff as well, but every day. And she's like 72 years old, apparently. And she's just this delightful, cheerful lady who's streaming Journey every day.
Have you not heard about the there's a guy on YouTube who's in his 90s and he uploads videos of himself singing songs like
Really?
multiple times a day.
I hadn't heard of him. That's cool. Yeah, Stoic Mum, yeah. The town mascot of your home city is a penguin, Lillibut. Name is
Oh, he
Crowley.
hasn't uploaded in 3 weeks.
Famous ice hockey team is called the Fishtown Penguins.
Wait, what?
There you go.
What just happened?
What's up?
Is it the last round? Or
This is
No,
the...
with a nest? Okay, let me see if I have one. Do I have?
Oh yeah,
what?
this is my so my card has a when activated ability that says all players lay 1 egg on any bird that lays its eggs on the ground.
Yay for the mallard! Yay!
Did you have one of those in the wetland?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay. I thought I'd be giving somebody a... You're welcome. Wait. Oh, we're in the next... Hang on. Did I skip over the scoring or something?
I saw it.
You saw it? That's weird. I did not see the scoring for the end of the round. Which is probably just as well. Maybe the game hid it from me. So embarrassed. Fatheed, 9? You have 9 eggs on those... Good grief.
Indeed.
Have you been playing the long game the whole time? Is this just... Everything's been
I
building
also
towards
have-
this?
The first card I played is a belted kingfisher, which has, or whatever you call it, it's like a wild card when it comes to nests. Just
Oh, right,
Oh,
yeah,
the
those are
star,
good.
the
Yeah,
star, yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Plus, last round helped because people kept playing birds in the wetland and I kept getting fish.
right. I have not planned ahead at all. Yeah, this is really bad. These don't mesh with my private objective at all. We've only got 5 turns in the final round. There's 1 turn less in every round. We could grab... I've got no food either. We could grab this for the... again, that's not super useful. I mean, really... I could just spend this round just laying eggs.
So we're gonna have 5 turns, right?
Yeah, it's 1 turn less every round.
Okay.
I mean, I may as well tell you now I've completely failed my secret objective.
Don't worry, yeah, kind of me too. Well, yeah, I may get a few points out of it, but...
I've got birds less
Good night, Lullaby.
worth less than 4 points, so I currently have 2 birds. I have none in my hand, so I need to be able to play 3 birds, which leaves us 2 turns to get
Oh yeah.
the actual cards. And then it's no secret if you click on my food, I have 0 food. So I'm not going anywhere with that.
It's not just about the points, it's the birds we've befriended along the way. That's right. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, this is good because I could put it in the grasslands, which would then let me get 4 eggs every time I take that action. But it's 1 action, it's 1 turn to get the card. It's another turn to get the food. I need to play the card. It's a 3rd turn to play the card, which leaves me 2 turns, which would get me 8 eggs. That's... I guess I get another bonus card out of it, but... yeah, I've kind of screwed up, I think. I'm not even getting the benefit of this, which is frustrating. There. I can't even play that thing. I don't know, let's just do this. Click on birds to lay eggs. So we want them on those, so we put 1 on there. We want them on ones that have space for 4, so go there and there. Actually, no, because I can get it on there. Oops. With this ability, potentially. Well, actually, I can put. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, go. Okay, you can all have a free egg again.
I don't have any room for any more eggs.
Oh. Still don't really know what I'm going to do. I've got 4 turns left. I could just keep taking the egg action. Although I think I'm actually going to run out of places to put the eggs. Maybe I don't know whether people are going to play this. At least if somebody plays this, no, this doesn't really. It gives me 3 more egg spots, which is 3 more points, but it doesn't help towards that, and it doesn't help towards this. But I really have time to get any more cards now. Often you can have bird cards that let you draw additional cards, which can be really handy as well, but I have none of those in this game. Yeah, these are all about gaining extra resources. These are all about gaining extra eggs. These are just a mixed bag. I haven't tried playing the solo mode, no. Yeah, it's interesting because the board game version has an automata.
Is there a solo mode for Wingspan?
Yeah, there's an automata in the board game version.
Yeah. You could have been playing co-op.
I don't know, with the digital version, it's like, well, if I can play against AI, I'd rather do that, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should try it though. It is in here, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that.
Yay, I got a worm. Does it really help? Have some more eggs.
So do cards in hand count for points at the end or not?
Sorry?
No.
No.
Cards in your hand, they don't count for anything at the end.
No.
Well, draw cards. And resources, they need to be cashed as well, right?
What's
Total score. Yeah, cash, food, eggs, laid eggs. And run goals, bonus cards.
I'm running out of places to lay all these eggs.
Yeah, I don't know, because I haven't played it. I think if you play by yourself and you have the digital version, I would just play against the AI. Do I usually beat the AI? No, I think I played 2 games yesterday. And the AI beat me in one and I beat it in the other. There's 3 difficulty levels, and I played against 2 medium difficulty AI. But maybe, I don't know, maybe once you get better and you can reliably beat the AI. I don't know, maybe the automata then is kind of a way to play solo that kind of is still interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I should give it a go. I never seem to play the single-player versions of any of these games. Like same in Terraforming Mars, there's a solo version of that I've never played. See what everybody else is up to. So, Fatheed. Fatheed, how do you have no birds in the forest?
Because I haven't played anywhere.
Fair enough.
Well, initially when I first started, I got things like the belted kingfisher and the mourning dove, and the idea was originally to play the eastern bluebird so that I could play the mourning dove, and that would give us a head start in the second round for playing areas and for birds in the grasslands. But that's the plan that never came together.
Right.
But I have managed to lay an awful lot of eggs.
We're actually looking pretty good in terms of numbers of
You're
eggs.
just angry because I haven't been giving you free food.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, we got a lot of eggs, and it's 1 point per egg. But I don't know. This is worth 0. It's hard to tell who's ahead. Yeah, I don't think I particularly have a favourite bird. Well, I don't really know the cards well enough. Game familiar?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do.
Okay, so no worries. Sorry, Snowprism, you mean the look of the bird? In real life?
What?
In real life? No, I don't think I do. Ducks. Owls are cool. I actually quite like sparrows. So on my windows here, we got like shutters. So every window's got a shutter propped open with a metal pole. And we frequently get sparrows landing and sitting on the metal pole, and they just kind of like sharpen their beaks on the metal pole, which is very cool. You kind of just sit and watch them kind of hanging out. So not a fancy bird at all, but cute. Have some more eggs.
I don't have room for more eggs.
That's sad.
Oh, I just realized something.
Hey TKR, how you doing? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Oh god, where's that from? Is that from
Monty Python.
Monty Python? I was going to say Monty Python. Yeah, okay. Which Monty Python? One of the movies or one of the skits?
It's the Holy Grail.
Okay. Okay. It's been a while since I last watched that.
One of the boys, not really recently, but relatively recently, I think, watched it and they got a kick out of it. So
Oh, that's cool. Sometimes people don't entirely appreciate English humour.
I think that one's pretty popular over here, at least.
Yeah.
I always like the bit where he goes past and he goes, "Oh, that guy must be a king," and he goes, "Oh, why?" And he goes, "He's not covered in shit." I like that bit.
So the objective in this game, TKR, is to get the most points, and whoever has the most points is the winner. That's it. Simple.
That would be me.
You're getting the most points.
Absolutely.
A bold statement. There is British humour and then there's Python. Yeah, basically we are playing, so we have a hand of bird cards, and we are playing birds into 3 different habitats, so the woodland, the grasslands, and the marshlands. I can't remember the names of them, something like that. And then it's kind of, point salad at the end of the game. So you get points from the birds themselves, you get points from eggs on the birds, and so on and so forth. When it's your turn in the game, you can do one of 4 things. You can either play a bird from your hand by paying the cost, which is the resources up in the top left corner, or you can take one of the actions in the 3 habitats. The woodland action is to take food by taking dice from the bird feeder, which adds to your resources over here, which is what you use to play the birds. And then once you've taken that, you kind of go down each bird that you've already played in that habitat and activate its power at the bottom if it has a when activated power, which most of them do. Similarly, in the grasslands, if you take that action, you lay eggs on the birds. And then again, you go down the birds in order and you trigger the when activated or any when activated abilities that each one has. And then in the wetlands, is the action there is to draw cards. And then again, you're going down and triggering the when activated powers. So wetlands to draw cards, grasslands to lay eggs, woodlands to gain food, or play a card from your hand. laying an egg on a bird. Two turns left. So yeah, so we're nearly at the end of the game. So the game's played over 4 rounds. The first round has 8 turns, then 7, then 6, then 5.
Once between turns in the.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm the last player, and now I'm gonna play one of those cards that activates whenever you guys do something.
Okay.
I just realized, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have at least a chance of it triggering, and then I just realized, oh, I'm the last player.
Still each have 2 more turns though, so.
Yeah, I think it might be possible, but I have no idea. I don't think it's possibly, yeah, it could happen.
And you probably still get points for the bird itself, right?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I took the bird. I have 2 options, and they're worth the same amount of points anyway. So, but
Wait.
one has at least a chance of getting something extra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, there's one more turn after this one, isn't there? Or is this the last turn?
No, you got another one.
Okay.
You get one more.
I got 2.
Oh, I'd messed up there for a second.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the game.
It's
I mean,
fun.
this test, yeah. We gotta play side.
Did you say scythe?
Yes.
Oh,
that one
yeah.
Or, yeah.
It has a very similar,
Scythe is similar to Wingspan.
yeah, in terms of the.
Giant mechs versus pretty birds singing in the trees.
You get points to win the game.
No, in terms of you need to line up the actions that you take, and
I see. It's like resource management.
yes, but it has an optimization element to it that where you want to sequence the actions that you take. Inside, for example, you can't take the same action twice, and here,
Yes.
well, I guess
Right.
maybe that's because I got the bird that keeps moving around. Maybe
Mhm.
that's making it more similar to that. Yeah, I like it. I mean, technically, Scythe is more similar to Viticulture. It's the same designer, although I think it's from the same company, right? But
Oh,
this
viticulture?
one-
Really?
Yeah, Viticulture and Scythe are from the same designer. I don't know. I think Wingspan is also from the. What's Stegmaier, right?
It's Sternmeier Games, yeah. That's the publisher, though, isn't it, rather than the designer?
Yeah, no.
The
but
designer
Scythe
for this game is a woman.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. This one, it's a different one. For Viticulture and
I've never played viticulture.
it's fun.
Yeah?
Again, it's
Worker placement, is that right?
yeah, it's a worker placement game. It has an element of sort of you don't have a fixed amount of turns.
Right.
Essentially, you win by triggering, by getting, I think it's respect. I don't know what the name of the thing is. I don't remember.
Viticulture is cool. I mean, it's about making wine, but you can like
Wine, yeah.
mix, your grapes to make different blends, and it's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah, you get orders that you feel.
Mhm.
So, pretty sure I was doing this.
Oh. My keybind to bring up chat is the same as the keybind to bring up the scoring, end of round scoring in the game. So I can't look at chat. My overlay. The trials of only having one monitor. Rely on my iPad.
Hello, Bill. Don't feel too
So if you have nowhere left to put eggs, are you allowed to use that action?
I have no idea, but please do, so I can place eggs. But I'm hopeful that you don't have any. Like you're not using the eggs or the birds.
There's just no room left on my birds.
Oh, you have. Yeah, you have. There's like the big eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Oh, here, have some more.
Whoa. Yes! Come on, some more eggs.
Actually, I've got no work and I've got no place to put these things as well.
Do it anyways.
Well, I've done it anyway. There you go. You're welcome.
At least I have to place this. Yeah, I have. Oh, good job.
Basically, all I've done this entire round is lay eggs. I've got nothing better to do. I played one bird.
Oh, it won't ask me until when it's my turn.
Yeah, I think it goes in order, doesn't it?
So I've got an eagle and a falcon, and the eagle is much better at catching prey than the falcon, apparently, because it has 5, and the falcon has only found 2 birds to eat.
Oh. Oh god, are they tuck cards?
Mm-hmm.
You're caching stuff on your other birds as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I have no cached cards and no cached resources and no tucked cards. I'm all about the eggs. It's eggs or nothing. Oh my god. I made a mistake. Oh no. Should have laid another egg on this bird. For my
Oh, you had another empty
objective.
spot?
Yeah, and I thought I was at the stage where it didn't matter where I laid the eggs. I was just laying them for the points, but no, I have my special objective card. I could have got another point off that if I'd have put an egg in a different place. Oh well.
When are you going to have something for us to spend these channel points on?
What are you talking about? There are all kinds of things you can spend your channel points on.
You get extra
Great.
points for placing eggs and for filling the nests? No, right? Just
Every egg is worth a point.
Every egg's
so
a point though, yeah.
well, doesn't matter. Fine.
What should I do for the channel points, Fatheed?
I've no idea.
I could just inflate the cost of everything. That makes you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 37,000 points.
37,000 points. You're possibly my most dedicated follower there, so...
Looks like I'm about to hit 10k.
10k, okay. Yeah, you first watched with Ring of Pain, right, Fatheed? Is that right?
I believe so.
What was the first game you saw me streaming, Kate?
Slipways.
Okay.
Oh, it should be accumulating points. Come on, let me.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I
God.
died.
Yeah.
Oh my god, last again? Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
That's it, man. Game
Come on,
over,
birds.
man.
Come on. You
Game
can do it.
over.
Oh, don't like that. Okay. Okay.
Come on, eggs. Come on, eggs. 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 I'm rooting for you. Eggs. Oh. Oh no.
Wait.
Oh. Well done, Kate.
What,
Kicked our ass.
why am I third? I have 76.
You're not. You're second.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
just
okay.
third
It
in
just
the-
doesn't reorder
yeah.
them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
good game.
That was, yeah,
I
pretty
didn't think
emphatic.
I was gonna win that. I didn't have very many spots for eggs on my cards compared to you guys.
Yeah, eggs was where I got most of my points, but I had literally, no food, no tucked cards, basically.
So my secret thing was to get those predatory birds. So that kind of worked. I got 2 points for each of them, and I kept grabbing them, and then they were also tucking all those cards, right? So
Right.
That worked pretty well.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I got some duck cards. The resources are like, wait, I got what, 5 and then 4.
Oh, she kicked you back out. Oh, hey, Neil. Sorry, I didn't realise. Yeah, clearly on a roll. Kicking everybody's butt. Okay, cool. Well, I think that is going to do it from us for now. So yeah, there you go. That's Wingspan. Currently available on Steam for $20, I think. So yeah, anybody who's interested in joining in on a future game of either this or anything else, hop into the Discord. Thank you, Fatheed. Just register your interest there. There's a channel for LFG. We've also got channels for specific games that we've been playing regularly. Just let us know in there. Then we will try and sort something out. We are usually playing around this time. Yeah, the last few weeks we've kind of done a board game adaptation. 9 o'clock Saturday night. I don't know whether that's kind of become a thing now or not, but kind of semi-regular thing. But yeah, anything else as well that you're interested in playing, I, as most people know, will play pretty much anything. So if there's a game that you want to play and you can't find anybody else to play with, then yeah, just let me know and I will probably play it with you. Until next time, that's going to do it from us. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And from me, BDO Limey, from iamkaity, from GameFamiliar, and from Fatheed, thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Good night.